Hey! Welcome back to the finals of our Moon Winter Sub Circuit. It's the Open. It's also our third one of the series here. Thot Patrol versus Winnabull. Number 1 seed versus number 2 seed. Thot Patrol sitting on top. We're going into Lijiang Tower first. I'm Mr. Dongles, and with me is Snow Hobo.
How's it going?
It's going just fantastic. And clicking all the buttons and showing you the pretty pictures is Quantum Replay. So, you can hear the doggo in the background. Oof. Going into this spicy match here.
Yeah, this spicy match. We got Thot Patrol. The number 1 seed, like you said, winning the last tournament. And versus Winnabull. I believe they just changed their name for the most part.
Yeah, basically. I mean, as most teams do, just rebrand.
Rebrand. You got to get that new name, that new spicy meme that's going on. You got to keep it fresh for the kids. You want all the moon subs to understand your name, right? And you follow along.
Well, actually, before the teams were talking in the lobby, they were potentially going to have a gentleman's agreement to do a non-mercy match, but it's too non-meta. Weird. But whatever.
Waiting for Kitch to switch over. There it is.
But we've seen Korn in company play, but now we get to see Thot Patrol once again. Echo, Mascot, Kitch, Swish, Soames, and Grok backing them up as Zenyatta here. As teams are going to spin around here and both going to come to the point at the same time. Because Wheat's actually getting harassed quite a bit here and will go down from a dash from Echo here. And look at that. Thot Patrol, 1, 2, 3, going to clean up for a quick fight. There we go, opening it on Lijiang Tower.
The synergy between Echo and Swish of just collapsing it on target, dealing the damage really fast, and moving on to the next target is impeccable.
And all that time building up that sweet ultimate, about doubling or sometimes tripling that of Winnabull's collective ultimate pool. But as the charge comes into Soames from Korn, who's now separated slightly from his team, actually Feel the Rain will be the first to have a kill.
Avlak getting that ultimate real fast.
Even with a res from Kitch, they're still going to push the fight here. As Thot Patrol and Echo is going to come out and grab 2 with his 3 now with his Dragon Blade. And it looks like even with Mascot's Problem Rage, probably not needed here, but they're going to push him back even with the Pulse Bomb. Swish. Be good.
They did manage to demech D.Va early on in that fight, but it didn't really matter too much. D.Va wasn't really the pressure for them. They need to do something about Echo and Swish. And before that, they have to deal with Kitch, who just keeps reviving the person that they managed to get the kill on.
Personal watch is Smoothie, as I was about to say. Throws out the Graviton, but Grok is right there to counter it. But Korn will on the Earth Shatter in the middle of the Transcendence. Not the best thing to do here. But even so, I mean, the charge on Kitch there, that will definitely seal the deal, as right now Winnabull will eventually, probably after some contesting here, most likely get that point back.
Avlak's ability to get his ultimate up fast is coming into play very, it's just clearly coming into play, like, as it seems it's almost as if, like, the moment he gets his ultimate chain going, his team begins to win.
Just Wheats couldn't fly
the geometry
out, hitting right into that, and once again, oh my gosh, this
working as intended.
A triple use of ultimates there, just cleaning up once. I mean, a bit of overkill, but at this point, I mean, it's going to be a tough fight for Winnabull to get back into the point here. Even with Korn here sitting in front, his shield's about down. He has to get some swings, and a charge onto Mascot will bring him all the way across the map almost. So Grok throw out that Transcendence once again, but Make sure to get to the point. Don't C9 it, as once again the Graviton from Smooty will clean things up, especially getting Echo down. That's a big get, but the heals from Weeds are just too much. We're actually going to take it back here.
Only person with their ultimate up at this point is Kitch, but Avalak is close to his once again. Getting large amounts of ultimate charge. Echo deflecting the Fire Strike. Gonna get him a bit of ultimate as he does manage to hit Corn. Charge with the slight direct change. Oh, and
a nice throw by Swish onto Avalok, who does get rezzed here, but maybe too little too late here, as the rest of Thot Patrol will just clean up here. Feel the Rain and Swish had a bit of a duel there at the very end, but not enough. And they're going to throw some good old self-destructs back there, and they're going to take the first round on Li Jiang Tower.
That they are. Grok with fat triple kill right at the very end.
0-1.
The truest of gamers. Moving on to point 2. Waiting for something to change in the strategy. Will we see a Junkrat? We will. Feel the Rain is going to be the one to first move over to that. I don't think Swish will be playing it, but Echo probably. There it is. Echo's on the Junkrat. And other than that, no real changes besides Mascot on Reinhardt and Soames on the Zarya. The Zarya is going to be really good versus those Junkrats, being able to get charged fairly fast in those tight corridors. Kind of similar field of play as the Spam, but without the speed boost, it looks like Winnabull is going to be the first team to get there. Mascot charges in way too far.
And right now, Feel the Rain, the only one holding down the point, because the rest of his team can sit in that tiny hallway. But a bit of a Junkrat duel here, spamming their hearts out. But it's just that one pick on Mascot early on will be enough for them to grab this point really early on here with not much of a hassle here. And Corrin going straight in with the res, gonna reset things. Once again, Corrin is just going ham on Mascot right now. It is just a big man metal fight.
Corn might have gone in a bit too far here, but the res comes out by Wheats. Echo does get nicked with that fight. Res on Corn means a lot of trouble for Mascot, but the charge whiffs. Does kill the trap. The shatter gets two.
Corn. Well, I mean, he got the shatter, a nice 3-piece, but once again, no follow-up from his team. He hit it.
Team being already dead. Might have wanted to hold onto it a little bit more. I do know what you mean by that shatter, though, Corn. You get the itch, you see the 3 people lined up in front of you, you gotta just press the Q button.
Yeah. And once again, there's that aggressive stance up really far forward by Thot Patrol, but even throwing Soames all alone, but look out in the back line as Feel the Rain, the triple tire here. So now we got fights going all over, resurrections. And now it looks like after all of that, Winnabull will come on top, all thanks to Feel the Rain, who Thot Patrol did not see that coming.
And Kitch is last one to die. That's a bad stagger for them. Not having your Mercy up for this next fight, he does have the opportunity to swap off that hero and get his res once again. Seeing as the old team stop here, right at the door.
Yeah, it seems to be part of the new ever-changing meta here. Get a Junkrat, push up far with a shield, and hold that choke point. But with that the trap being broken, Corn tries to go for a no and only gets 2, but the double charge grabs Corn in the spot.
Echo eats the res for his team though, and he's on that backline. A bit far pushed with Smooty dealing damage to him. He might not make it out alive. The charge from Corn, but Corn gets taken out himself.
Man, Corn will not stop charging the other Reinhardt.
Throws the mine right in the face of the Reinhardt. They're gonna have to back off here because that damage is too much for them to deal with.
Yeah, he's just their constant damage, just keeping a suppression.
He's their safety net for them. The moment they get pushed up, the anti-dive Junkrat really just does its job.
Absolutely, and with 99% closing in here fast, they got to get on point as Thot Patrol is coming in with the charge and an Earth Shatter grabbing 4.
Mascot gets
you got to get some people in there. Mascot's trying his best, but with a sound barrier to keep him alive, this is going to be tough for him to get through as Wheats pops off Valkyrie, but does quickly fall. Once again, the Reinhardts charging each other in an internal duel.
But Avalac is getting in on those supports on that backline. Rain as well. Gonna have to run away here. Avalac's not gonna make it out alive, but he did get some ult charge off the fight.
And all that craziness for that fight, Swish going on to some McCree. Junkrat wasn't quite, well, Echoes of Junkrat, that composition wasn't quite helping them out.
Yeah, without the Lucio to speed you up into place, the Junkrat might not work out so well for you. But the grab with Blade is going to work out for them.
The grab going through that. Mascot actually missing his charge going high up there.
Rain kills Echo, though, with his passive.
He does.
That's always a funny thing that happens. You die as Junkrat, then all of a sudden you get 1 or 2 kills, maybe, out of luck. And Corn looking for a shatter opportunity. They're probably going to try to break through that shield. They don't have much left to do with it. Going around the backside, going to shatter.
Once again, Smooty does fall down from the graviton, but the shield from Mascot blocks it, along with Transcendence, keeping people alive, but actually the charge does get Rock. And Rez right back up as Kitsch, he has Valkyrie, but he won't need it as there's just a few left, and they might take the map here. Smooty trying his best to get back on a point, but Deadeye is going to keep people at bay for the most part.
Smooty is stalling enough for his team. He does manage to reset the overtime. Feel the Rain gonna throw the tire. Dies. Corn, can you charge in on time?
I mean, it's a 3 versus 6 at this point. It'd be hard pressed as they do start falling. Avalac, the last one to trip and die on the point.
99 to 99. These games are gonna be close from what we've seen.
Play of the game.
Echo with
My guess is Soam's Graviton right at the end.
that grab right.
A single swipe got at least 4.
Dash swipe. This is the moment Corn this is the longest setup for a play of the game. Longest setup ever.
Corn though, 6 charge kills. Good job.
All on Mascot, all after he just got rezzed. Yeah, they don't. From Thot Patrol, they don't really have a Lucio play. I mean, Kitsch plays Lucio, but Grok doesn't play Mercy. So they're going to keep Grok on that Zenyatta for the damage orb. They do play a more dive-oriented team. So as long as the options seem like there's more variety for the side of Winnabull with their kind of team comps and such.
I mean, they just have really good communication here. Definitely combining their most powerful ultimates. And, I mean, they're obviously going through with a lot of patience, especially with Echo there.
Yeah. Echo sitting and waiting for his opportunity. They were waiting for that grab to come out and get multiple people.
Just waiting for choice from Winnabull.
No, there's one more, right? It's Root, Gibraltar, and...
Give me a second.
Yeah, and Dorado. Are we gonna start quoting the room now, Echo?
Guess so. All right. Crisis potentially averted. But still need to choose a map.
Pick the map. Dorito.
Dorito once again. Peel. Teams Flame and Mercy.
Oh
Jeez.
man, they're just going at it. These teams. All right. Are the teams ready?
Probably not.
Did they decide the side they want to attack or defense?
My guess is they're talking around here, waiting for it. Otherwise, I'll just start it as is. Oh, offensive.
Okay.
Oh, it's just about to hit the start button, but Cord giving me the big fat wait. Ten seconds. Finally, into Dorado once again.
Traveling to Dorado.
Affleck is not here apparently.
Just said he wanted to pray to Cthulhu. Didn't say that a team member was actually gone.
It all falls apart at the end there.
Okay, I see you ready. So I unpop.
Team comp's coming out. We're starting off with Corn. Gonna be on the run.
I mean, I'm
Dang.
doubting Kitch will
Yeah.
stay on some Doomfist.
Nah, he's Doomfist main now.
Now show them.
Mercy and Doomfist, the play is basically the same. But Smoody is gonna be on Zarya, Wheats on the Mercy, Avalak on the Soldier as always, Nick on the Pinata instead of the Lucio this time. Not really needing that speed boost for his team. Is going to be picking up the damage boost for Field of Rain and Avalak. From the other side, it looks like they're going to be running Echo on Genji for sure. Swish probably going to be staying over on the Soldier 76. Gnomes to be on the Diva and Grok on the Zenyatta. Mascot's probably staying with the old. Yeah, there's the team cows finally. Mascot on Winston, and then You gotta wait for these things. The last couple seconds, they switch everything over. Swish instantly blown up, and the res is down for them.
You might as well do it. I mean, guaranteed, already up at 40%. Ultimate. Feel the rain. Gonna be sitting pretty here.
He's gonna be
making
able to
a long
scam.
way along. Oh, getting another
That
kill.
shield's not gonna last.
Actually, Soam's coming all the way, finally booping people off as Diva. He will fall because of it. Once again, Wheats has to throw out Resurrection here. But they're gonna hold it right there. Korn sitting up with the shield, but Feel the Rain already has the tire. I'm assuming he'll be using that in that next push here just to shut it down real quick once again.
It looks like Feel the Rain does have his tire up ready for this next push for them. Only one with his ultimate. Avalak, next closest person. Mascot's gonna be going up the high ground. It looks like the rest of his team is gonna follow. Squish has to run all the way around, but it doesn't matter. He's there in time.
But here comes the tire from Feel the Rain going
the
all
top,
the way
going
around.
right for Kitch.
It's the man you need. And even getting Soams out of mech is just kind of a icing on the cake here.
Yeah, icing on the cake. Great minds think of it.
Smoody is going to help push back here, going off the tank on some deep. Yeah, I'm sorry. Avalok using the attack visor to push people back here. As Mascot going off Ryan, who gets caught by Korn.
He did that exact same thing last time. That exact same thing
Oh
happened.
my gosh. And then Korn follows up with a great Earth Shatter.
This is the point that people start holding, and they might try to go all the way around on that far right side from the attacking side, where they go up and over the wall. They're making laps now. They're going all the way back.
I mean, Swish is, you know, he's just in a different place right now. He'll eventually come back, but it does stretch out the defense a little bit here. But out comes Brock with an offensive transcendence, following his tanks in, and out goes Mascot to try and grab someone here. Swish actually does fall eventually as he tries to rejoin the fight here.
So does Mascot.
Yeah, with a lot of ultimates here, both Valkyries being thrown out. Resurrections are abound. The fight will continue on off payload and off the side as in a small little place, Smoody throws down the Graviton Surge with a Diva Bomb, helping out a bit as well.
Greetings.
Setting up for that high ground hold, Avalak. No, not Avalak. That is going to be Smoody on the team. Is going to be spawning on that backside. He will be able to get there in time.
So it looks like so far Thot Patrol pushing up farther, taking in some interesting spots, and Swish will be found out as the rest of Winnabull. They're going to be sitting in an interesting spot way up back behind.
They have the mobility with the chance to rotate around for that payload. Korn does get Grok, and Smoody, along with Korn, are going to be cleaning up that kill. Tire does manage to get Mascot with that fight, and Echo cleans up Rain at the end.
Still an absolute back and forth through that whole fight. And so far, you know, with Korn and Smoody coming back in, trying to grab a charge kill, they're going to have to get back, but they're most likely going to be taken out as they try to retreat. So that splits up the spawn here for the Winnabulls.
Someone's going to be pushing up looking for Avalak, and Mascot's going to do the same. They're waiting for an opportunity to jump down, thinking that they're going to go up top. I don't think they're going to do that. Probably going to go main for the most part. Swish staying up top, and Feel the Rain is going to get into his face.
They're going to keep it going here.
Yeah.
Swish, while he was briefly taken care of, but Feel the Rain had to back off. You know, just contesting just a bit longer as second checkpoint does pop in here. No, ultimates are being built up against Soams. Actually has self-destruct now, and they're going to push way up far, but the Winnabulls are not going to take that bait. They're going to immediately get back.
fight's going to be going up to the high ground. Only 2 on the payload for now. Having to back off from that self-destruct, but Soames does pick up Nick. The Curse of Pike persists. Moody throwing his out right in the face of Soames. Soames is D-max.
And even after that interesting defensive stance sitting up top, Winnabulls have to come back. They're going to try and push on this as fast as they can, I think, while Swish has to rejoin the fight, but Corn comes down immediately. But not before Mascot is going to come back and strictly go for Avalok, it seems like. He's actually going to push him all the way around away from the payload, so opens a bit of area for the rest of Thot Patrol. As it looks like Hitch is going to do some Valkyrie work as well. As Wheats will tick out, go back to regular Mercy here. But Corn coming in for another 3-piece Earth Shatter. But this will just keep going on and on and on as long as those supports stay alive here. But not if Smoody has anything to say about it, as Kitch does go down.
And the cleanup kills are going to come out. Echo is on the backline, dashes through, gets a good chunk of ultimate, enough for him to use his blade, but he's going to have to reset here. Soames is going to be cleaned up by both tanks here. Echo getting out.
And here I thought we had a plan.
We haven't seen a lot of games getting pushed into last, at least on stream here. This is the first time we've seen a team really defend last for quite a while. Let's see if they can hold out for another minute, 20 seconds.
Minute left for them to push it. The dive
goes
initiates and down goes Wheat.
A lot of ultimates in a small place, and boy, it shows as everyone's getting pushed into corners. Corn is sitting there with little health.
Tokyo Drift.
Does a little drifting there along the side and grinds the rail, but it looks like even after that they're gonna push it in as Wheats was so close. Probably came down to just like multiple server ticks at that point to see how close he was.
0-3. Switching sides.
Oof, the almost full round. Only 48 seconds left to push into last here. Switching sides. Let's see if potentially Winnabulls will... Or I'm sorry, Thot Patrol. Yeah, looks like Echo going with the Junkrat already here.
Some swap off of it last time. Let's see if he can find a spot for it here. No need for the Lucio to speed him in, so he's not going to be at a disadvantage with that. But it looks like a dive comp is coming out from Winnabull. Very, cookie cutter, copy and paste, dive comp. Seems like it's basically the same team comp that Winnabull started off with, but on the side of Thot Patrol.
I mean, they use what works. Although Swish now going for McCree, which he's very good on as well.
He said in the past that he likes characters snappy kind of aim, so things like Widowmaker, McCree, being able to like that kind of DMR is the way he described it, kind of play from Halo.
Oh yeah.
The plink the heads.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Soames, not on a diva, is going to be playing the Zarya.
Potentially thinking there might be a Junkrat on the enemy team just to soak up some damage, but is no Junkrat so far. Going for a pure dive side of Winnabulls here.
Even then, Zarya does well against dive comp. When they jump in, you can get a lot of charge. They decided to go not through the main door. Going underneath, they still think that they're going to be pushing that main spot. This is their opportunity to collapse on. Smoody's probably going to fly up after them.
Wow, they don't even see him coming, not even with audio cues of footsteps. They're going to be sitting there, and now they're kind of surrounded here on the high ground, taking 1-for-1 here so far. As Kitch, before dying, does get a resurrection out, and Corn gets booped away from jumping up there. So now, Thot Patrol looks like trying to engage a bit more. It looks like they have to get back.
He's not in a good spot, however. Is going to be getting some good damage off on Swish. Swish has to back off Avalok. Getting healed up as he drops low. The res coming out, picking Nick back up. Double supports back for the fight. And they're pushing through a little bit faster than Thot Patrol did. They have
Oh yeah.
a more secure foothold here.
It was a momentary contest from Thot Patrol, but it was that initial flank that I'm surprised they didn't hear them coming up from below. Usually you can hear some heavy footsteps, especially from Corn. Corn once again going in by himself.
Very sneaky. Oh, he's gonna ult though. Keep him
Barely
alive,
gets
knock him
primal
off
rage
high ground.
out. And with that, Switch is going to do a high noon and drops down and finds Abak is trying to hide, the only person in sight. But back over to the payload, as looks like Mascot is trying to get into there, and Corn was so low, and now that will trigger the retreat from Winnabull.
Jesus, did you see how fast Nick got out of there with the speed boost? Like,
Oh yeah.
he's back in the.
My ultimate is
Yeah, he was back in
Well-
the base in like half a second.
You think about it, the wall ride, you now, like, that bug
They
is
changed-
gone, so you actually get that speed boost once again here.
Yeah,
My ultimate is charged.
Lucio rolls out. Now
Corn jumping
jumping
up.
again.
by himself. But Smoothie falls up and Rain. Shatter gets 3 people. Smoothie's D-Mech, but he's gonna pop that ultimate. They're gonna have to back off for the most part. He doesn't get anyone. He gets back in the mech. He's gonna fly away. D-Mech again, giving Swish a good chunk of ultimate from that. Holding it here. Just Rain trying to get out. He's gonna do a semi-good job of that, but not quite.
It's going to reset for the Winnabulls, and both teams have a bank of ultimates here. It's just their choices of which ones to use when. I think Corn will be once again the first one to jump up. He's probably going to meet some people, but Echo's trying to bait people out here with some double jumps. Playing rather passively so
Rain
far.
as well is going to be jumping up too. Rain the last one to get up, but he's going to have to jump down. Smoothie standing on that little ledge on the side. Getting his ultimate, blocking most of that rockets from D.Va. The stick on Mascot's not going to matter. The double supports.
But way in the back, Echo going for Nick with a Dragon Blade. Finally, after about 4 slashes,
Rain.
gets him and gets Wheat. So there it goes down. Potential Valkyrie and Resurrections from Winnabulls.
Rain used most of his ultimate. If you caught
He's
him,
got-
he used most of his ultimate just to get through the shield barrier on Swish.
My
Oh, yeah.
Did
ultimate
get
is
Swish,
ready.
but it didn't matter for his
Go.
team. He's going to be
I'll
able to
watching
reset here.
over you.
Echo had to do just about the
Let's
same
get you
thing.
back out there.
With the closer spawn, this would be their time. Swish is still regrouping and not in a position for them to move eating the fire strike.
It looks like Winnabulls thought about doing a bit of a flank, but they're actually just going to go straight through as they're gaining a bit more ground with the payload here. But Swish with the Deadeye right in the corner gets eaten by Smoothie. But Mascot will take the cream of the crop there with a nice, I think it's 3-man Earth Shatter here, with the rest of his team will help clean up. Thot Patrol once again
D.Va.
stopping the advance.
They'll have 2 minutes.
Is charging.
I believe Thot Patrol had 2 minutes to push it the entirety of the second phase. So, still on a equal ground with them for the most part. Instead of being stopped at the first choke, they're being stopped at the second.
Well, I mean, by the time they get a win, you know, maybe a team wipe, they're gonna have to push their way back up. Then Thot Patrol will be right there in their faces again.
Echo
But
down now
Corn
in the res.
trying his best with Primal Rage, but the self-destruct splits Winnabulls up hardcore. Oh, there we go. A much lower self-destruct, but doesn't grab anything as well. Hitch has to pop the Valkyrie to keep people alive. Wheats dies with a headshot from Echo. No Valkyrie available for you, but once again, Thot Patrol are cleaning up quite well. Going for tit for tat with ultimates for the most part, and both teams are still have a bit in the bank.
Feel the Rain once again close to his ultimate with no real support ultimates from the side of Thot Patrol. This would be his opportunity to get a good amount of kills as long as Swish doesn't get that flashbang off on him. Obviously after he pops the ultimate, because you can't be stopped mid-ultimate now.
Oh,
The
Mascot
block from Corn.
sneaking through, only getting one, but Swish
the 3-man!
within the chaos hits that sweet left click with the Deadeye, and that will be another quick team kill for Thot Patrol. Well, just about team kill. Smoothie does finally fall. Just has to wait that much
Corn
longer.
way
but
too far.
Corn coming in with Rhine now. This is just like
And Wheats dies too. No res. They're just falling apart.
a bit of a blunder here. They have to regroup and push as hard as they can. Because this will be their final fight here. Then as long as they can push for overtime. Because they have a long way to go here. Let's see who's going to push in first here. Korn no longer Winston, so he's going to stick on the payload as best as he can. Feel the Rain is the one to try and lock in a few kills here. But Korn is actually going to just charge in away. Self-destruct in the back.
Kitch is down.
Someone...
And he's going for Grok now, but he dies to Swish. But Wheat's res comes out on Avlak. Avlak's going to be doing what he can. No flashbang for him here.
Mascot getting a sweet charge onto Wheats, but not before getting a resurrection on Korn, who now Swish in the back does get one, the Deadeye, and that will be GG for this map here. Stop Patrol goes up 2-0.
That Patrol.
Hot.
Not completely.
Play of the game.
Surprised it wasn't the Swish 3-man. Here's the shatter coming out.
Oh yeah. Juicy.
Double
Alright. Go now into Assault. Two CP, baby. Incoming hard.
Horizon Lunar Colony, Volskaya, and Anubis. Options.
Warren's favorites. My guess is either Half-Life or Half-Life. Wow. Whew. That was hard. HLC, I'll just say that. Or Anubis. I don't see Volskaya played that often at all, really.
Honestly, more favored than both Anubis and HLC. A lot of people say it's a more balanced kind of 2CP rather than, Assault rather than Anubis. Anubis has so many like mega health packs just at the advantage of the defending side, which makes Sombra so played. Meanwhile, Volskaya does have those health packs, but they're a little out of the way for the team to just pick up.
And, well, I mean, I guess I was about to say, Sombra's pretty good on Volskaya, but that's true for most.
Yeah, most
2CP. Maybe not HLC as much, but
the health packs are around corners, off to the side, one. Man, this chat is devolving.
God. Grok's having a good night.
It's feeling saucy on this one.
A lot of the anime kids here.
No, senpai, not there.
Please, no. Not from you. Respect whammon.
Oh yes. Oh no.
Horn's thinking. Might take a while.
Oh man.
I'm waiting, man. I'm getting itchy here.
Volskaya.
Oh, there it is. Sweet relief.
We're still gonna see the Sombra, but the first point hold is gonna be a bit stronger than most of Anubis maps or Anubis plays.
Gotta switch up. Easy.
Get the names changed.
Do I have that right? Make sure my spelling's right. Yes, it is. Great. All right, into Volskaya Industries we go. I don't know if we've seen this
Traveling
map
to Skya.
in our tournament series ever.
Oh, this is the one of the first times. Now that we have it in the map rotation.
Gosh, it's been so long since we've. Well, I mean, we used to do the band system, and I'm sure it may have popped up once, but man, it's been so long. Interesting to see what different tactics teams will have here. Wouldn't surprise me, obviously. Well, Nick, there you go. Sombra, all those big juicy health packs. These are great spots, especially if you push back onto the first point here. You have that small health pack right next to it, then the mega on the left side, looking onto the attackers.
You don't see it too much in solo queue that much, but in kind of tournament play and whatnot, a lot of teams hold that high ground on either side. Both sides having health packs inside that room, so you can take cover, get some healing, get some ult charge for your Sombra. So when the final push kind of comes in, you manage to
Incoming in 30 seconds.
get that EMP off, stop a lot of their ultimates, and interrupt a few.
Hello.
Good play coming from Sombra.
And Korn is going with Winston. Probably definitely going for the mobility, because attackers will definitely try to grab those high grounds wherever they can. So it'll be interesting if they may not hold up near the archway. They'll be sitting farther back and letting them enter
Attackers incoming.
into
Defend
Yeah, it just
objective
potential
lets
death
you
pit.
play around that Sombra a little bit more, getting that hack off. Nick is going to be going for that far health pack for the most part. He's going to hack that, probably teleport back, get the second one.
Feel the rain.
Rain gets grok.
He had a lot of patience there, sitting up on top, waiting for them to get into their own territory as exactly where they thought they would go. Korn would
Rain
go
once
and
again
try
getting
and
another
grab
kill.
them.
Oh, not Rain. Sorry,
Rain
Swish once
did
again.
fall this time, so
Yeah, sorry,
That's
Rain getting picked off by Swish.
that's a big fault. And Nick nowhere close to EMP yet. Granted, we're only a minute in or so to the fight. And down goes Nick, far away from Mercy, so I doubt he'll get rezzed here. So this would be a tough fight for Korn as he is trying to find someone to go for, but he's so low health. As he does fall, and Brock is getting back up on his feet. Kitch doing his job and keeping everyone healed.
A lot of the Sombra comps play for the second point, however. A bit more of a defensive hold rather than the Anubis that we're seeing, which is just getting completely destroyed in the first point and then having, you know, 7 minutes to push. 6
Yeah.
minutes here, though.
Objective B.
You know, that's 30 seconds different. It's all that matters.
Yeah, it might but now you have to definitely team wipe to take the point. Obviously, 2CP, lol, and all the memes aside. You gotta...
With Volskaya, the spawn points are a little bit further away than Anubis, where it's like out the door and take a slight turn.
Oh, but in the
Nick
comes,
does get
EMP
the
only
EMP.
gets about half onto Thot Patrol here.
Needed
But
to get Kitch with that.
Kitch does have to use Resurrect or Valkyrie here. Swish is actually trying to run around and grab some people with attack visor, but doesn't grab anything. But Echo is the complete opposite. Actually, Soam's falling off the side of the map there. Echo, one last swipe with his blade. Next Smoody, and with a little help from Grok, they're gonna hold this point. Actually, they're gonna look to take the point here. At least get one tick before the reinforcements arrive.
Ooh, Wheats, you peeked out just a bit too soon. You didn't want to do that. Avalek's going to be the one to stop with Smoody following in behind. The stall comes out now, and the self-destruct from Smoody does pick up 2 Echo and Mascot. Mascot's the one to get res, though.
And maybe that's exactly what they needed, as Winnabulls will come back out, grabbing Nick back up, who's so close to EMP. They may not need it here, though. They're... it was 6 versus 3 at that point with attack visor on their side. I'm sorry,
He does-
attack visor against them.
He built it up really fast, however. Like, using it here and dying doesn't mean too much. He can still build it between, or when he's spawning.
Yeah, but I mean, Winnabull's right now sitting with, well, now 3 ultimates as Smoody calls down his mech. But Nick, obviously, with EMP, can build that so quickly as long as his teammates are constantly getting those health packs. But Feel the Rain looking for oh,
that pulse
yes,
bomb.
recall.
He's gonna
Yeah,
get
looking for a
in and
pulse bomb.
out.
Looks like Thot Patrol trying to go along that left side to grow into the point, but they're going in. They have to come
Sticks
back
the
out.
Mercy. He doesn't actually stick the Mercy.
Self-destruct
No,
after Korn goes down. That is their
Avalak.
time to move in, as Soams has to be res back from the dead. And they're going to have
Avalak
to
using
move
the tag visor.
get up to that 100% mark.
Being healed up by Wheat. Yeah, Avalak just doing work on the tanks. But Kitch dies. Soam's chasing after Avalak.
Time to raise my APS.
Hitch staying well above the battlefield, but now he has to get his way out of there because self-destruct make him go off point. But Korn is coming back in to try and go for those supports in the back, but the EMP from Nick is just keeping those things very difficult for the side of Thot Patrol.
That EMP actually gave Smoody a bit of room to breathe so he can call in his mech without dying completely.
I think after that long fight, I think Thot Patrol gained about 3% on the counter there for capture progress.
79% exactly. Nick is gonna be at 21%. He seems that he dies before the fight, gets back in,
My ultimate is ready.
and
Proceed without
gets his
fear.
ultimate off from there. He's up 50%. Gonna use that teleporter.
Well, with a lot of ultimates used in the last fight, these teams have just had to barge their way in. It looks like Rock is trying to keep his buddies alive with Transcendence, but Echo is just going off right now, grabbing 3 with a Dragon Blade, including Meching Smoody. And that's going to be a self-destruct up in the air, and they're going to finally break the defensive hold with 2 minutes 42 remaining. There you go. Bar has been set.
Score.
Echo's positioning there on Genji was
Switching sides.
honestly true. Like the reason why they won that last fight. He was able to get in on that backline. He saw both who was it, Wheats and Nick ports that that is on that backline. Get both of them with his blade, which not able to res the Sombra to get the EMP off, not able to heal the team. Cleaned up the fight from there. Tanks just fell along. The dominoes fell, as you say. Fight was won.
Yeah, he's been getting some good return on investment for his Dragon Blades here. At least getting 2 per Dragon Blade, then usually there's a follow-up kill with some shurikens or a melee to get a 3rd. So it looks like, well, Genji may not be as good for defense, he's thinking, so the soldier may work more in his favor. Well, Kitch, Torb. Nope. Okay, there it is.
Damage might be a little bit lackluster, but consistency of Soldier, he's not that high at massive amounts of damage that some DPS can put out. But he's just that consistent jack of all trades kind of DPS. Just does everything pretty well. Nothing super great. So
if you can position yourself well enough, especially
definitely.
high up and behind your team, you can just start picking off and laying down damage. That's your job well done, really.
Yeah, I mean, Soldier does pretty much everything. He has that burst of damage with the Helix rocket. He has consistent damage. He has hit scan, and he can sustain. So with this almost triple support with the swish over on Sombra, that Soldier might work out for them pretty well. Looks like he's going to be on that back line.
Ooh, but the quick entrance actually from the Winnabull is going up top right.
Made
Swish had to drop back. He dropped way back as they're going to fight into the mega health pack, seems like down below. Mascot has to go down and back up as Kitchen picks him up. And so now it's just a big chaotic bubble in there.
Swish falls. It looks like Winnabull is going to be able to take this. Soam's the last one to fall. Never mind. That's going to be Mascot.
It seems like their bust down the door and just rush right in tactic worked well for them. Feel the Rain using Reaper to melt all, whatever tanks they have, especially Soam's eating all those things up with defensive matrix.
And he has Death Blossom up. And Swish swapped off the Sombra.
He's got a long range.
Yeah.
Onto Wheats.
Attack on objective B.
Echo from downtown hitting Wheats. They'll momentarily stop Winnabull
Mercy
here, but
does have the mobility to get back in the fight. Being backpacked by Lucio.
even so, Corrin and Smooty. Oh man, Smooty getting D-Mech. That's huge. They might have to wait for this to get her mech back, but now Avalok dropping down, and Thot Patrol is going to try and capitalize on this as best they can. Grabbing 1, 2, potentially 3 and more here. Healer ring can't quite get out there. Even Smooty dropping back. Clear to the spawn room.
My ultimate is charging.
Seems as though Winnabull has more ultimates at their resource tier.
I mean, that last little push right there definitely padded their bank. So now they can feel a little bit safer, but obviously one misstep can really be disastrous. Solom's gonna fly up there, and nope. Immediately right back down to the safety of his team. Mascot, though, is going to take his turn up there. And Thot Patrol is trying to make their way up, but Self-Destruct is going to push people back. And Kitsch has Valkyrie, but may not be to use it. But in the meantime, Soames is all the way back, trying to deal with Feel the Rain and way back behind enemy lines.
Well, we see Weeds pop his ultimate here. Probably not the smartest play. They're just going to back up. They have 5 whole minutes to push and find a opening.
Yeah,
in his defense.
Patched up.
No Sombra for them to have to work around.
Yeah, obviously they want a clean team kill, but it's gonna be tough to do. They have they have a lot of ultimates. It's just gonna be deciding on when to use them here. Looks like they're trying to go for high ground again. Actually, Swish is back dealing with Feel the Rain. There's a little bit of Tracer duels going on the side, but it's like so far. There you go. Going into the left side, going straight in with a bit of a speed boost here. Let's see who's going to jump in. Probably Corrin going for someone squishy.
Avalak is the one to push up. Rain behind him, looking for the supports. He does find Kitsch, but Kitsch gets away. Down barrier. It's not enough to save Avalak. I don't think he got picked up with that. Nick is going to die. Wheats picks Avalak and Nick back up, and Soames D-Mex Smoothie. But Echo, with the pack buzz, is going to be laying a lot of damage to them on that high ground.
I think there was simultaneous attack visors there from both soldiers, and I think it was Avalok who came up on top there. But that push expended a lot of resources, didn't get them a tick, so they have to reset. A minute has gone by. They have 4+ pushes to go, plenty of time, but it's that 2 CP they gotta look out for here.
Corn's going to be getting up on that high ground, getting on Echo as much as possible. Smoothie's going to follow up, trying to block some of that damage, but the Winston's going to stop Smoothie from staying up there for too long. Corn. The Primal Rage not able to get up, and Mascot kills Avlac. The Winston battle.
Actually, Swish being way back from death gets Nick with a pulse bomb, being so harassing with them. And I don't know if this is a time for Winnabull to try and push here, but it looks like Thot Patrol is going to be setting up for another defensive hold potential here. Not many ultimates on the table. Some are building, but we'll see. Especially with Kitch, once Valkyrie gets used, how these fights will unfold. And there goes Mascot and Soames in tandem going up top to try and get anyone away from the high ground. But here comes Kitch with Valkyrie just trying to escape all the damage and death there.
Corn is at half health, and Moody and Mascot are going to be dueling it out. Feel the Rain picks up Echo, but Kitch is going to get that res. Self-destruct comes out trying to get some room, but he instantly DMX, feeding a bit of ultimate to the enemy team. Rain trying to do what he can. Corn does get that kill, and Smoothie kills himself.
My ultimate is ready.
All right,
Almost
Wheats
three
calling
almost
out that her ultimate is ready here. Probably for another speed push into the left side from the attacker's perspective here. Or potentially even going up top or to the right here. But regardless, they have to get through the hold. They have the ultimate advantage, whether they know that or not. Out comes Sound Barrier and speed, and out comes Corn going straight for Grok, but can't quite get the distance. But out front near the gate, Echo is just cleaning up the rest of Winnabull's here. Smoothie on point, can't get anything done. D-Max is going to go try to go for the edge, but he's going to get bullied along the way. Goodbye.
With Echo on that high ground, they need to do something about him. If they can pick him off first, then it means the Mercy would have to follow up with him. That's their opportunity to kill the Mercy or Kitch on Mercy. So I say get that focus on Echo because he's the one who's doing a lot of the work. Swish down by Avlac. This might be their opening because Kitch isn't able to get there. Corn jumping on Kitch and Wheats popping the Valkyrie.
Going into the backline is actually Corn going straight for Grok in the corner. That's a boost if I've ever seen it. And look at that Mascot doing his own abusing. Avlac does get res by Wheats, who's sitting up top. Smoothie is probably going to throw out, well, they're may not need it at this point. He has self-destruct in the site, actually gets down Kitch, who's trying to fly away here. So now they're coming up into the second tick here. This would be big. They'd love to finish above overtime here. Swish is being annoying there on his trading.
Moody's gonna be using that to zone them out, not able to get time, and Kitch dies. Self-destruct at the very end.
The best timed self-destruct there at the end you possibly could have had. It blew up just a fraction of a second before the time or the capture completed. And obviously Kitch falling to that just barely.
They're gonna have to hold it here at this first point.
Good old round 3 for assault maps here. A minute to hold. Ooh. Or a minute to attack, rather. It's gonna be tough. They have to barge their way in like they just did. But will they use the same tactic as this, as the thing?
Hello.
Because Thot Patrol may be looking for that.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
The dive comp. That's dive comp for Thot Patrol. Mascot does his 360s across the gap. Holding up on that high ground on the back side. Feel the Rain back over to the Reaper. It seems like he's going to be trying to pull off that success from the first round. They were able to take it in under 30 seconds.
Defend objective A.
And this time they're not going to have to deal with the Sombra. Thought Patrol going for a more standard.
Yeah, there's not enough time
comp
for
and
us.
look. Yeah, once again, yeah, they're going straight up top, and look at that. Thought
Yeah,
Patrol
they don't
retreating to
wanna
the
mess
other
with that.
side.
They know exactly. Yeah.
Playing very safe here, and they're just going to continue to chase him around as Corn the first in the lead into the battle, and Feel the Rain actually getting pushed off by Soames with the booster packing. Wheat's falling as well, and this is not looking good. So this is the time of Winnabull. They have to get off the point, and they have to respawn as quickly as they can here.
Wish probably made the call to say don't res me, I can get back. Time better to have 2 support
My ultimate is
than
charging.
2 DPS.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
However, Winnabull is back up this fight.
It's going to be a bit of a close call here. They're going to have to grab onto the point, but Thot Patrol is ready to pounce here. They're going to let him sit there for a bit as soon as Mascot jumps in straight, going for Wheats, but actually goes for the rest of the party. May not have been a good idea, but he has to get rezzed. Avalok will be throwing that out, and he actually is grabbing a few, but the rest of his team is actually finishing that up. The self-destruct does grab no one.
Here comes the
self-destruct.
Smoothie.
Repays in kind.
Looks like they're
Smoothie does
they're gonna take this. They're gonna have an opportunity to get that second attack, but the team is gonna be spawning way back. They're just gonna have to start moving now.
Clear the point.
I mean, it's going to be tough. They want to grab it as quickly as they can, and now's their time to move out. An extra 30 seconds. This will be
A little bit of breathing room.
final
This is
push.
their only push.
And actually, Corn switching over to Rhine here. A little bit more defensive capabilities here. They're going to briefly set up here and probably rush their way in, but not before a bit of Winston action in the back, but Swish is trying his best to keep people at bay. Attack visor doesn't grab anything. Corn's still keeping the shield up, blocking all those things. Echo down, now up from Kitch, who's about to have Valkyrie.
Zones.
But look out for Grok and his Transcendence, keeping people alive in this. Well, if Wheats is going to fall, not anywhere close to Valkyrie, and that may spell the end for Winnables for this round so far. Thought Patrol still has to attack here.
Rain is still there, same with Moody.
Echo is going to shut that down real quick. No one's even close.
Managed to get a few bit of percentage. If this was the old rules, they would have only reached that amount. But
3-2.
But grabbing the first point is huge, though. That's like the minimum requirement, really, if you're in these 3rd or 4th rounds on 2CP.
yeah, I wonder if they will be going for the Smoothie. The May, doubt that's going to be going off.
I would assume very standard hero choices here. You know, their mains or whatever they feel most comfortable with. Well, I mean, I guess they can. I guess they could, in theory. I don't know. Cheat is the right word. They could off meta first point, but then
I'd
they
go
would
with cheese.
immediately switch to their mains if they lose the first point.
Yeah, there it is. Gonna go with the Zenyatta. They're probably gonna be holding up on the high ground, waiting for them to jump on the point and do what they do best. Point and click. Cute little mercy spray.
True self
5,
is without
4,
form.
3, 2, 1.
Alrighty then, into the
Capture.
potential final round. Just Feel the Rain once again sitting up top, but Mascot is having none of that so far.
Yeah, you saw that happen last time.
Yep, Thot Patrol have the ability to win it after this first point if they can take it. All the sweet monies. They're gonna take the same.
Nick, what are you doing? Oh, actually feeding.
I just don't know anymore.
He tried to jump off the ledge or something. I don't know.
Boy, that broke my brain real hard
That's
right there.
a thinker. He's back over to Lucio, trying to get back to but Corn is going to be doing enough to hold him up. And Smoothie just looking for a chance to get his mech back, but Echo actually doesn't kill him.
It's, oh my god. Okay, Thot Patrol working their way through the rest. Well, like the last one there. So
I feel like if Nick hadn't gone off the edge, that would have been them. They could have held that.
that hurt me a lot. Dropped a few IQ points from that one.
Oh yeah, Moon too dumb.
I'm capturing the objective.
All right, 230 to take that final. Well, just the first tick actually, gaining a 33.3 repeating percent. Can they do it? They have the ultimate advantage. I mean, Winnabulls have a few in their back pocket here, but they're gonna actually pounce first to get them in that into the corner, maybe off the map.
Corn is looking for it. But Soames picks up 2, and Echo picks up the 3rd. Mascot cleaning up 4th kill. As the Transcendence comes out, this is probably going to be it. Corn jumping up in the air, trying to stall as much as possible, and the attack visor is going to hold them off. Thot Patrol is going to win this invitation, not invitational. Sub-circuit. Yeah. Invitational's not for a while.
Yeah. GG, Thot Patrol taking the win and all the monies from Moon as well. Soames with the push off on Avalok. The initial aggressive attack from Winnabulls didn't quite work out for them. I kind of agree with the tactic to try and crush that, you know, the initial push in the last, but they just didn't have the advantage with ultimates at that point.
Well played from both teams. Thot Patrol managed to eke out a win there. 3-0 victory over Winnabull. Looks like it was not winnable for them this time around. But maybe next
Thoughts
time.
are begone once again. But actually, I do have an update. We also have a third place match was going on at the same time. 999 ended up beating, I don't have the team name written down, the Moon Loves Seagull fanfic team.
Do you want it? I have it written down right here.
Once more for good measure.
Okay, well, 999 managed to beat out, or get out a win versus beat out something else they did, versus your Roadhog is insane, Seagull said as he slipped his feminine hand into Moon's smoke. Are you trying to insert your payload? Protests Moon. As Seagull blushes, the boyish figure undressed before Moon. Weak tank play, Moon. The two kiss deeply and passionately, and afterwards, Seagull charges like Reinhardt through Moon's Symmetra portal. Boy. I don't know a better way to end this whole thing off with that.
We'll call it a night at that. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Thank you for stopping by.
Nice little fanfics swimming in your head. Once again, I'm Mr. Dongles. Along with me is Snow Hobo.
It's been a good one. See you next time.
Next week, we do have a Diamond and Below, I believe on Saturday. So, 28th, get ready to sign up. Diamond and Below. Please read the rules. Always ask questions. Of course, fun replay on the streams tonight. Thank you. Oh yeah. And with that, we'll end it. Good luck, everyone, in the last days of comp in this season. See you next time.